It's the National Football League on EA Sports, and there's no love lost between these AFC West foes. It's the Los Angeles Chargers and the Kansas City.
Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started. And we are underway from Kansas City. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. They started on the ground with Eckler. And I think the ball's out. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
We'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, force the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely, frees up your guys elsewhere. And only a couple for him there as the tackle is made at the 42.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this day, has got to be priority one.
Going to throw on third down with Herbert. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
Now that they've coughed it up, you got to go back to the sidelines and regroup a little bit.
And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. They'll try to run this one in. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Chiefs take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Well, nothing fancy there, Charles. You had 3 tight ends on the field. They were going to run the football. The defense knew it, but the defense couldn't stop them.
And I haven't met an offensive line yet that doesn't get more satisfaction out of running the football into the end zone than pass protecting. They had determination on their side, and they got it done.
And he will get in to make it 8-0. So they kept it on the ground, got it into the end zone. Charles, sometimes you probably see teams treat a 2-point conversion differently than if it was first and goal from the 2, or I should say third and goal from the 2.
I agree with you totally on that. A lot of teams treat it as if they have farther to go and shy away from running the football. I think this is a great spot to do it because most teams play you for the pass. Go ahead and run and let your linemen surge and fire out.
Looky here, a touchdown, a 2-point conversion, and now an onside kick. And this will not work out. The Chargers able to recover. So an onside kick fail in the first quarter. Not sure I completely see the logic there.
It's not apparent, is it? You almost have to go deeper, I think, and maybe if we try and work along with them and speculate a little bit here, they must feel like they need to steal possessions in this game. That maybe they don't match up possession for possession with the opposite team. They've got to steal it and try and gain an advantage, and they tried. They just didn't get it done.
Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Herbert. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. One quarter down, 8-0 the score. Charger football to start quarter number 2, as they've got it with a 3rd down and long coming up. Herbert now. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. Offensively lucky they were able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. One, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But two, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A nice run back there off the good punt. It's a 16-yard return. And the Chiefs will have excellent field position here as they take over. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Chiefs are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Another impressive drive, so they're 2 for 2, 2 touchdowns. Charles, a great start to this ball game for them.
And one of the words that's really worked its way into our lexicon is stacking. They've stacked momentum each time out, and not only on offense. Between those touchdowns, defense held, forced a punt to get the ball back, and they've played awfully well in this one. Both sides playing at optimum level.
And he is in to make it 16-0. I think we're sensing a trend here. 2 first-half touchdowns. After going for 2 after the first score, CD, I thought maybe they would kick the PAT here. No, they get 2 more.
No, they decided to really press the advantage because, remember, getting the 2 after the first score, you've already got the other team back on their heels if they're going to mount a comeback. But to go up 2 scores and 2 two-point conversions, you've really got them thinking on the other sideline.
And Davis content just to bring this out to the 25-yard line. The Chargers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this drive. Now left side on the swing pass. And it's into it over. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. On first down, Justin Herbert. A little short pass. This is Everett. And he'll be brought down right on the 50. A gain of 3. From the 50, here's Herbert. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Herbert. It's incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Meanwhile, Herbert's this throw taken in by Johnston. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. 3rd and 2, Herbert. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Chargers first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and it's picked up by the Chiefs.
The way that you want it done. I mean, here in the first half, already twice the ball's come out and hit the turf. Got to find a way to take care of it. Otherwise, they may have to start thinking about maybe someone different at that position.
And an anxious moment or 2 there, but they do get him down. Right back to him on first down. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. So we reach halftime. Well, you can't skip halftime on Sundays, but you can right here. So it's over, and on to the 3rd quarter we march. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. The Chiefs ready to go on offense to begin quarter number 3. They'll start on the ground here on first down. Oh, fighting off the defender. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. They go play action. Now Mahomes. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Inside the 10. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. A great effort there. 66 yards. And the Chiefs had 6 to their lead. But not only, Charles, did he beat double coverage to make the catch, and then as soon as he did, locked his gaze upfield and made sure to reach the end zone.
Go grab your dictionary, partner. Look up determination, and his picture is going to pop right up. How about him getting through multiple defenders, finding his way through coverage, and making sure he got to the end zone? That's a big-time play right there.
And he is into the end zone again. So get him some oxygen. He scores on the long run and then punches in the 2-point conversion for good measure. And the touchdown apparently not enough. They want more, an onside kick. And this will not work out. The Chargers able to recover. The risk reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play. And here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them. And field position leads you to that type of...
Allen hit. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. Changes hands. They're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. The question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
Factors here. You also need good possession of football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. And that is going to be incomplete as he let him a bit too much.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely, just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. On third down, here's Eckler. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth. Here's J.K. Scott now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. So the punt rolls out of bounds, and they'll have pretty good field position here up near the 40-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. He's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. 141 yards rushing for him now, as he has been tremendous all day long. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Now Mahomes to the line as the Chiefs are going to go for the 2-point try. They'll try and run it here. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. And the touchdown apparently wasn't enough. They're going to go for the onside kick here. And this will not work out. The Chargers able to recover. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see. Empirical.
Now a 2nd and 10. Now it's Herbert. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Herbert. Back to the sideline, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the Gerald Sneed. And the Chiefs will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. CD, this defense, man. At this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. With this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They're on their shot. They pick it off a pass.
Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And a pretty good burst right there as they'll take this down to the 33. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a 1st down. A handoff as they run the counter play. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 2nd and very short. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. Shoves him aside. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Oh, when coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all 3 phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back to the early drives, you can just see that one squad was on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we have been disappointed in watching their execution throughout this contest.
And boy, talk about adding insult to injury. He's into the end zone to tack on 2 more. And this will not work out. The Chargers able to recover. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you.
Herbert has it knocked free. And now this ball picked up by the offense. But here in the final 2 minutes of the game, this will be blown dead. Only the fumbler can advance the football. So this will go back to the spot of the fumble itself. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. Here's Herbert now on 2nd down. Throw out wide is incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
this has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
And you put